Hi, welcome back. This is Professor Ridge, and today's lesson on 6.6, division of polynomials. So first off, we start by division by monomial, so just by a single term. And this is pretty straightforward. We're just going to divide each term in the polynomial by the monomial that's the divisor. Okay, so we're going to divide each term of the polynomial by the monomial. So let's try one. So if I did number 8, 30y to the 8th minus 15y to the 6th plus 40y to the 4th, so that polynomial, which is trinomial, divided by the monomial 5y to the 4th, you're going to split it up into 3 individual fractions, and then just do what we normally do with monomial divided by a monomial. Which is we're going to divide the numbers, and then you're going to use exponent rules for the variables. So 30 divided by 5 is 6, y to the 4th. 15 divided by 5 is 3, y squared. 40 divided by 5 is 8, and then the y's cancel. So that's your answer. So pretty straightforward for a polynomial divided by a monomial. No big deal. Alright, now dividing by a polynomial, we're going to use long division. So if it's anything bigger than a monomial that's on the bottom, when you're dividing, you got to use long division. Alright, so let's just review real quick long division with numbers. Okay, so just to review long division, let's look at 284 divided by 8. So let's pretend I don't know anything about long division. So this is our algorithm for long division. Your first step is you're going to say 8 goes into 28 how many times? You're going to divide 28 divided by 8, which is going to be 3 with some left over, with the remainder. And then what do you do with that 3? And you say, well, you can put it right above the 8 for 28. Okay, then what? So your second step now is you're going to multiply. So again, just, bear with me, go through all these steps. You're going to multiply the 3 times the 8, and you get 24. And what do you do with that? So 3 times 8 is 24. You write it right below the 28. And then your next step is you're going to subtract. So 28 minus 24 is 4. And then after you subtract, you're going to bring down the next term. Or next number. Term for polynomial, which is 4, and then you're gonna, if 8 goes into the 44, then you start over again. That's step 1. So you do this loop. So now you go back up to here. So I'm going to divide 44 divided by 8, which is 5 with some left over. So I put the 5 on top. 5 times 8, 40. That's step 2. Then step 3, you subtract. Subtract. And now there's no more term to bring down, so then you take the remainder and you write it as a fraction, which is 4/8, which reduces to 1/2. So it's 35 and 1/2. Alright, so my claim is we're going to do the exact same steps, but we're going to do it with polynomials with some slight modifications. Okay, so if we look at 23 here, we're going to put the x minus 4 outside, x squared minus 9x plus 21 inside. And my first step is I'm going to divide. Now what you do is you take the first term divided by the first term. First term inside. First term outside. So in this case it's going to be x squared divided by x. And we're going to write the answer right above the x squared. Then your second step is you're going to multiply your result from step 1 with the divisor. So I'm going to go x times x plus, minus 4, which is x squared minus 4x. And I'm going to write it right below. And then my third step is I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract. Don't forget to distribute the minus sign. So x squared minus x squared is 0. Negative 9x minus a minus 4x is negative 5x. Because minus a minus 4x becomes plus 4x. Then your next step is you bring down the next term. Which in this case is 21. So bring down plus 21. And then you're going to start over. Do another loop. So now I'm going to go first term divided by first term. First term inside divided by the first term outside. Write it down, write it above. Multiply negative 5 times the divisor. Write it down here, so get negative 5x plus 20. I'm going to subtract. Don't forget to distribute the minus sign. So 21, negative 5x minus a minus 5x is 0. That's the whole point. You want that to cancel. 21 minus 20 is 1. And then you take that remainder and you write it as the numerator, and the divisor is your denominator. So our answer is x minus 5 plus 1 over x minus 4. Alright, let's try number 33. We got 10y cubed plus 6y squared minus 9y plus 10 divided by 5y minus 2. So the first number goes inside. And also make sure it's descending order. So I got y cubed, y squared, y 10. If there's anything missing, put in the missing terms or leave space for them, very least. Okay, we're going to take the first term divided by the first term, which is 2y squared, write that on top. Multiply 2y squared times 5y minus 2, which is 10y cubed minus 4y squared. Then you're going to subtract. So remember, you're going to distribute the minus sign. So that's 10y cubed minus 10y cubed is 0. 6y squared plus 4y squared is 10y squared. Bring down the next term, and we start over again. So now we're going to do the next loop. 10y squared divided by 5y is 2y. So write that down. Multiply. So we get 10y squared minus 4y. We're going to subtract. So remember, you're going to distribute the minus sign. So 10y squared minus 10y squared is 0. Negative 9y plus 4y is negative 5y. Bring down the next term. And we do another loop because we can divide the first term by the first term, which is negative 5y divided by 5y. So what you're looking at is the degree. So those are both degree 1. You could divide them. Negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 1. Multiply by the whole divisor, so you distribute it. And then you're going to subtract, which gets us 8 as a remainder. Write the remainder over the divisor. So 2y squared plus 2y minus 1 plus 8 over 5y minus 2. Alright, so 46, we want to find f divided by g of x. So you're going to f of x is going to be the top one, so that goes inside. And we want to put it in descending order, so it's 3x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd minus 10x squared plus 4x minus 8. Now remember, if there's any missing terms, you want to leave space for it or put 0 there. So you want to make sure you get all the missing terms. And then this is x squared minus 4. Out here, you don't have to put the missing term if you don't want to, or you can, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and put it, normally I don't. But on the inside, you want to make sure you put any missing terms. So again, we're going to do our first term divided by the first term. 3x to the 4th over x squared, which is 3x squared. Multiply, so that's going to be 3x to the 4th minus 12x squared. So you want to make sure you put it in the right column. That's why you need the missing terms if you don't have them. On the inside, out here it doesn't matter. Whether I put 3 times 0 is still 0. So whether I write it or don't write it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to subtract. So don't forget to distribute that minus sign. So negative x cubed plus 2x squared. Bring down the next term. And then we start over. First term divided by first term. Negative x cubed divided by x squared is negative x. Multiply, so you get negative x cubed minus 0x squared minus 4x. No, minus, so minus will make plus. Okay, we're going to subtract, so we distribute, so that'll be 0, 2x squared, and that'll be 0. Bring down the next term, and then we start over again. 2x squared divided by x squared is just 2, so you write plus 2. And it looks like it divides evenly, so put 0. So that's my answer. So f divided by g of x is equal to 3x squared minus x plus 2. And then my domain, restrictions on the domain, is where the bottom is not equal to 0, so that's just g. So I factor this. That's minus 2. So x equals negative 2, x equals 2. Remember, it can't equal. So that's my restrictions. Negative 2 and 2. Okay, so that completes the lesson for 6.6. Go to My Math Lab, complete your exercise there, and I'll see you next time.